Alright, so it's time to see the league match between Cyberlady and Echiqueur. I guess I'll just call them. Okay, well, anyway, so it looked so started a bit early, missed most of their game. So this board, they have. So yeah, so they have some nice duration draw from Wharf. That's nice. Have Palace, which makes silver like treasures a bit more valuable. Um, yeah, and treasures are their main source of payload, and so I think yeah that makes sense. Trashing, yeah, I think the remodel is better. Whoever got it, uh, yeah, I think here you want to build in some money, and then you build in money, and then you can go and buy province. Wait, okay. Okay, yeah, so you gain so triumph. Yeah, I guess you can score some points from it. But I feel like not really knowing like how the game played out early on, it seems like just not really worth it for Cyber Lady. Yeah, like, but we'll see. So that'll let's see if they. Yeah, they can't quite have the win there. And with wait, yeah, so they. I guess I haven't done. Is this 1 point or okay? It's enough points. So haven't been tracking their deck much. Or I really like I haven't been able to track their deck, which makes it a bit hard to tell. If they. Yeah, if the gold would be enough. So yeah, that seems like not so gold, silver. Yeah, so it seems like just the silver would not score for them. So we'll see. I guess they need another copper to score. So we'll see how this shapes out. Yep, there's a win there. Yeah. So that's the game. Of course, I don't know much about it. Yep. So and of course the other thing is like it will be a bit harder since like we can't really see Etchy's hand, but this will work. I think we'll see how this goes. Oh no, I had 5 of Etchy. Okay. Um, yeah, so this next board, looks like the only draw here is, as you can have port draw. Wait, what did the droid set aside? So yeah, some nice treasure gainers here. This would be a more interesting board for Palace, I have to say. Um, yeah, that's the droid. So silver, yeah, I can get behind. And I would probably want want to open gear or some, or maybe this isn't much in the way of. Yeah, I'd want money lender and possibly. Yeah, I guess I might go money lender silver. Um, what I would like to do is get a gold so you can start. Oh wait, yeah, there's a baker here. So yeah, still I think money lender silver seems like the open. Um, Let's see what Echi does. Yeah, so they both open moneylender silver. So yeah, I like that there. Cyberlady, so yes, you have 5. I would just, what's called, do you take, wait, how much money do you have? I might have taken, yeah, I would have taken an encampment there, um, for cyber. Like, now, 100. I guess the one thing that I didn't notice earlier, but, and I'm guessing none of the players didn't either, is that droid is the only source of plus buys. So, yeah, you want to grab one of those. Yeah, the other thing is Cyberlady is taking, yeah, I don't really like all those golds here. Like, the golds just don't do much for you until you take a druid. Um, yeah, that's just, yeah, so we'll see with, okay, yeah, so they got a bit, I guess I haven't, yeah, I think that's fine. I haven't been paying too much attention to Etch's deck, um, in part because I can't see their hand, and, okay, yeah, I think I got one turn 6. I think, yeah, so they start provincing. I'm not sure their deck is in a provincing state. I would want more draw. Um, yeah, I want an encampment here. Okay, they go for Scepter, so they're taking a lot of money. Um, yeah, meanwhile, actually, like, they could start provincing here. Yeah, because I bet she just went for a lot of bakers. So from this point, I guess, well, I do like Cyberlady's deck in the fact that she does have some druids, and she just took an encampment. I like that. The real question here will be, what do you play? Probably, probably just want to trash. But if you trash the copper, you would have, yeah, you would have 7. But yeah, I think I like it. Get the copper out of your deck. I don't think you want to go just want to go there. I think get another encampment. And like this will be a sad turn, yeah, because you can just get your next gold there. Yeah, just yeah, take Sky's gift, get your gold. Yeah, because Cyber Lady, like, they have lots of money in their deck. They just aren't really drawing. So I think they are closer to they are closer to the deck I would have built, but still not. But I think they just aren't in that good of a position because they the difference is just so big because they don't have any draw. Um, yeah. Meanwhile, like at is doubling, like it's going to be pretty hard to come back from this. Um, yeah, like probably doable. Um, Yeah, but I don't really like it that much. So yeah, going for more encampments. So yeah, once you start greening, you want to be able to green. You don't want to go back to building, and you don't start greening until you can. You don't want to start greening until you think you have a reliable deck. You do it after you're done building. So yeah, that's game over. Echi wins. I think. Yeah, they just had a much more reliable deck with all those coffers as backup. So yeah. So I'm on to this next board. Seems like your only villages are inn and barracks, and then I guess you can also buy silk merchant. So silk merchant, what you want to do, I think, is silk merchant is where your draws come from. Yeah, that's like your draw. So you probably want to get a barracks and then silk merchant. Other thing to consider here is there is no trashing on this board. Um, yeah, so they both opened silk merchant peasant. I think that that's a good opening, and then yeah, taking the mount bank, that's also great since your opponent doesn't can't really trash anything. You yeah, so I think you want like yeah, I'd say probably another yeah, another wanted another peasant there, honestly. Um yeah, I think yeah, you just don't need yeah, I don't like that that gladiator. Like it's fine, I guess, but I'd want more peasants on this board. Um so yeah, I guess did Etchi's mount banks miss the shuffle? Okay, yeah, there they go. So yeah, Etchi has barracks down. So Cyberlady, they also want to get barracks, I think. Yeah. So yeah, well, I guess I can't really. Gonna say they're even. Jester, don't really. Yeah, I just feel like Jester is a bit risky. Although with stuff like Silk Merchant around, yeah, Jester isn't bad. I'm just the terminal, but you just I don't think you have enough terminal space for. I would, although like it is a nice thing to disciple when the time comes, but they didn't get enough peasants, so I'm not sure if they'll even have disciples. Because what I want to do, what I'd be doing here is just taking a bunch of silk merchants and then putting an action token on them. But they aren't doing much of that either. Um, Here, probably a silk merchant. Um, yeah, just don't think you need a jester here. Yeah, I want to draw a deck with silk merchants. and then take money. Well, yeah, and then the Sacred Groove. I don't like that either. 'Cause it's pretty nice for your opponent, and while it does help you more, you like, of course, there are always exceptions, but you generally only want it when it's your only source of buys, which in this case it isn't. So, yeah, so, okay, yeah, so they farmland, yeah, farmland estate into silk merchant. I like that. That is a good way of doing it. Not like it makes that. How much are farmland? Yeah, two. So yeah, of course, the big thing to think about here is using it to farmland. It does affect. It is with piles and the silk merchants. I'd like to hope the silk merchants will go soon. Um, and curses maybe, but yeah, like Etchi is, yeah, turning farmlanding that, yeah, that farmland into province. Yeah, of course. The one thing, well, yeah, because if you take to consider is like farmlanding a farmland into province, it doesn't actually, worth the same amount as just the province. So you do it mostly to lower the piles, but in this, and I feel like from what I can tell, Etchi is ahead, which means that Cyberlady doesn't really want to be running down the piles like that. Unless, I guess it is cheaper than a province, and I can't remember how much money they had. Yeah, that is obviously an exception. So yeah, that farmland. Yeah, so yep, just using it to just trash an estate. That seems fine, of course. Um, I say that without knowing their other options. But yes, Cyberlady putting that teacher down. So okay, yeah, there's your silver. Yeah, so you start provincing. So it's still hard to tell who is ahead here. Um, like I don't think a pile out is actually that hard to find. Um, what's the silk merchant split? I don't know, but whatever it is, I'm pretty sure Etchi won it. Not to say that was bad, like it's still not a bad move. Um, yeah, Forum, don't really like this. Like at this point, you want to be thinking about piles, because right here, if you can do, the hard part is to farmland. You can farm. Wait, is it non-victory cost? Yeah, so you can farmland silk merchant into farmland that is desperation and buy two curses. I don't know if that's doable, but that is something. Yeah, so Cyberlady. Yeah, Cyberlady just wants to province. You probably, although you probably won't want to use. Yeah, you won't need to do desperation. Yeah, so they both get wisps. Um, so yeah, what do you do here? Prov- um, Probably. Wait, can you province? You province double state, and then you can do province duchy. 9. Yes, and then they'd have 2 more. Yeah, so they had a win there. Yeah, you take desperation, get do province duchy, and then yeah, take desperation, province duchy, and then buy the last 2 curses. So they missed that pile out there. And same thing goes. And let's see if they notice it. You can just take desperation, province, and then take those 2, buy those 2 curses. So I think, yeah, they're just not noticing the curse pile out. Um, but we'll see. Maybe they'll see it, maybe they won't, but it's there. Yes, okay, they probably see it. Nope, they do not see, they did not see it. Okay, um, so this is a sad turn. Yeah, 7 is not quite enough to province. Yeah, but of course the game, it could be over by now. They have missed a pile out. Okay, so let's see. Yeah. Yep, so that's the game. They did notice the curse pile out in the end, even though they had it sooner, assuming my math is right. Um, yeah. So I guess we will just. What games have they played? Two. So yeah, so they have played, unless they have done it sooner. I can't. I spelled their name. E-C. Mm, mm. My very annoying key. Um, okay, yeah, so that, yep, so they did not play an entire game 1 that I missed out on. So this board, so you have lots of nice draw with Old Witch, Margrave, and Catacombs. Yeah, not too much. Jack have restricted. Yeah, so Jack is a non. Yeah, so Jack is a state trashing and does, of course, give you silvers, but I don't think silvers are actually that bad there. I would, but although I would open. So how did they open? So Jack. So Cyber Lady did Jack silver. Etchy did bonfire Jack. Wait, not Jack. Yeah, mine. Yeah, you don't really need to open with a village. That's just not a great thing to do. Wait, who took the... Okay, yeah, so Cyberlady took the Margrave. I like that. Of course, they need to get those coppers out of their deck. But of course it does lower their chances. But I would... And given that Jack is your only way to trash curses, Old Witch is pretty good here. Of course, until it becomes... Obviously, at some point, the may trash a curse from hand will become a problem, but it's still good. But yeah, I think taking Margrave first is fine. I guess Margrave, of course, playing it multiple times in the turn can be good for them, unless they're your trigger, unless you think it's good for them to trigger a shuffle. So yeah, so Etchy now has an Old Witch, and Cyberlady has a Margrave. I think... Yeah, I'm not totally sure which deck I would want. Um, hmm, and I don't know. Probably Cyberladies. Although I don't like either of their decks. And you really just need it alone on this board. Because Bonfire, you're giving up a buy for it, and you just trash 2 cards once. Yeah, so Bonfire is fine short term, but long term, Lone is really better. Of course, you do have to draw it and all that. So I can see going with just Bonfire. But not to say I like it. Um, yeah, so yeah, there's playing, yeah, picking the Jack, like, that's fine. Like, she seems over-terminaled from what I can tell. Oh wait, so they both have an Old Witch and Margrave. Okay. Um, yeah. So, we'll see. Yeah, so Cyberlady, yeah, I don't want to, yeah, just take your coins. I don't, I don't think you want to trigger the shuffle. Oh wait, there's only one thing in there, never mind. God, I should have looked at the pile size. Yeah, Cyberlady, they have a lead here, like, they are just so ahead. I think I would have taken Mining Village over Lost City there. I don't really like giving them the card, because you just don't, like, you have a bit of overdraw. I guess, well, yeah, I guess it is nice to, like, keep your draw going. The other thing is, what I'd want to do is use a Mining Village to take the last 2 provinces. you can just double on your last turn, or just like trash them all and leave one province behind for them to take, as long as you are a province ahead, as long as that would bring you more than a province ahead of them. But yeah. Yeah, the money, yeah, I don't really know what's, I kind of lost track of this. So yeah, play, which, money is that? Yeah, you want a little, yeah, you can trust that curse. I think I'd want probably either a Margaret, yeah. I can also get behind the bonfire there. Yeah. Yeah, so it seems to me like she's deck. They need more payload. Or I don't even know if it's a payload thing. They probably just need to make. It seems like they might have an unreliable deck. Yeah, that seems more likely. Yeah, so that you should have you wanted to you should have picked the jack first, because then you can draw a card. Um, and there's with the exception unless you have a shuffle, unless you don't want to trigger your shuffle, and you wouldn't be triggering your shuffle in that case, playing the you want to pig, you generally speaking want to pig all the cards that you don't have terminal space for first. And then, like, who knows, maybe their mining village was the top card. But yeah, just as a general rule. So yeah. Yeah, yeah, to keep it there. Um yeah, so that was close. Didn't even play the mining village. Should have at least played it to. Oh, I see. They had an action left over. Oh wait. Oh, never mind. They got it from Scepter. Okay. So Etchy. Yeah. So you not really changing it. All you did just triggered the shuffle for them. I think that actually might have helped them. The shuffle. I guess it wouldn't really have made much of a difference. But like, I don't know what they drew, but Scepter, you don't usually want to draw unless you're like playing big money. Or but yeah, Cyberlady has a win in hand. Um, all right, 2-2. Yeah, so this close game. So I think I just, yeah, so it seems like they did make it work without the doing bonfires instead of loans. It's possible that my analysis was bad. I am not the best Dominion player. Certainly not even close. But anyway, this next game, the board isn't much in the way of draw. So what I like is, yes, you want groom. Warehouse Village Green is a nice interaction. Because if you're drawing, if you can discard, if you play Warehouse and discard some Village Greens, then you're effectively like you're not really discarding anything. And Warehouse, but it's not the easiest thing to pull off. So wait, what are? So yeah, so Etchi takes an Etchi had a so 5-2 is it's unfortunate, I think. Yeah, and then it triggered their shuffle. Yeah, I guess. Oh, it didn't trigger their shuffle, but they put the in their deck. Yeah, I can see how that would be nice. But the ideal situation would be a 2-5 and you can shuffle in a sleigh and an in. But anyway, it seems like wait, Cyberlady has the warehouse. And like Etchi has, they each have a village green. They each have grooms. Yeah, let me know. Cyber opened with a groom. So yeah, Cyber has 2 grooms. Yeah, the groom. Yeah, like Cyber. Yeah, game. Okay, yeah. So it's lagging for Etchi too. So it doesn't seem very laggy to me, but I guess I'm not clicking on cards, so hard to know. Yes, yeah, it takes a sleigh. So I guess with the sleigh, you need some actions. Yeah, Village Green Warehouse is a good way to get those actions. Animal Fair just isn't great. It is your only source of buys. Yeah, I don't, not really, like, unless, I feel like, yeah, none of those cards have an on, like an on trash effect. No action cards, that's the only reason I can think of for why you would want an animal fair, to buy one. Right now, I would say now you want to put, well, I guess it is payload. And I guess yeah, I guess it's fine because you are going to be getting in an ideal deck. You have some village greens and grooms and warehouses. Okay, so interesting. You can see what's in their discard. Oh, I see they. Oh, that. Okay, so this is like, yeah. So yeah, take it those. Yeah, so you just want village greens. I like that village green thing, and of course, Cyberlady, like they they can win it pretty easily. The village green split as the one with the grooms. So yeah. Etchy goes to green. Yeah, I can get behind that. And yeah, because I feel like Etchy, they might actually be able to win. But yeah, Etchy could probably win the short game. But Cyberlady would win the long game because like they are closer to the ideal deck. It takes time to get that deck together. So Cyberlady, they play. Yeah, so they oh yeah, so they're probably yeah. Put the in there. Because the thing to note with the in is you effectively you're like it's like a necro, like you're losing card overall, but it allows you to swap out cards. Uh, that that's just an important thing to be able to have. So yeah. So yeah, so I guess in is another trigger for village greens. Um yeah, because you're just playing those village greens. So yeah, like if Cyber Lady, they don't have much in the way of payload, but they have a great deck. But yeah, the payload. Yeah, they need. Yeah, so you try. Yeah, I can. Honestly, it's fine. I didn't really like the estate. Oh, I see what they were doing with Trader. So yeah. So Cyber Lady, it seems like is going for the. Yeah, I guess they were going for the alt VP. I didn't even think about it much there. Yeah, I think I can understand what they're doing. Um, okay, so yeah, so Cyber Lady continues to score from Conquest. Yeah, so they definitely win the long game. And of course, not being able to see their hands, I am curious about what is happening in like I'm still pretty. I think that their deck, like I don't know if it's able to handle all that greening. Because Cyber Lady, like by getting silvers, it might be a bit slower, but they can keep their deck together. So I feel like this game, it, it's really just a question of like how like it could easily come down to shuffle luck. Honestly, um, yeah, like yeah, I think I can safely say that. But yeah, a bunch of fine. Yeah, as people expect. So anyway, back to the point. To the game at hand. So the village greens, they're running low. I guess, yeah, maybe it's kind of, but yeah, I think that was my idea for a draw from the beginning. I'm guessing that they didn't realize the interaction. Um, Cyberlady had two grooms, and I think they've trashed one, and Etchy did not take any grooms, and so, yep, no worries. Yeah, that's why I'm explaining what's happening. So yeah, cause like with the grooms, like Cyberlady won like the village green split pretty good, and so I think yeah they just need more warehouses. They have one warehouse, but I just don't think it's enough. Um, and of course, at the same time, like yeah, and I feel like draw is also in, but I guess lining it up will be hard because they're going for conquest as their points, which I think is like it's reliable here. Like they have a trader and all that, but we'll see like it how much they can do because of course if they keep going for conquest, they will still need to empty the piles somehow. They trashed one of their grooms to trader. Um, but yeah, probably we'll see. And okay, so they start taking provinces, and I think yeah, I think they have a lead. Certainly a more reliable deck. Uh, yeah, so actually taking provinces. So it depends on what's going. Yeah, trading in animal. Yeah, it would definitely. Yeah, like that's worth a lot of points. And it can get you pretty far. But yeah, we'll see how this game shapes out. So they missed province, took another conquest. Um, yeah, well, I guess if Etchy takes a province, then Cyberlady has a win in hand. Um, we'll see if they risk it. Probably not, just because Cyberlady has such a reliable deck. Mm, but we'll see, because like Etchy, like I can't be confident that like they can't like that they would be able to get province. Their deck is just isn't consistent. So yeah, goes for a duchy. I think that's the right move. Yeah, because it would. Yeah, so I think as Cyber Lady, you just take. Yeah, you just take your province most likely. Yeah, you don't have much in the way. Still don't have much in the way of buys, of course. Which is why they should probably have like emptied village green, but whatever. So, but yeah, I think yeah, actually, just their chances of winning are low. Uh, we'll see if Cyberboy can. Nope, I guess. Well, I guess yeah. That. Yep. So they make it. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so this board, probably want, of course, it is a black market game, so it can really go in a million directions. Um, yeah, so Cyberlady, they go Soothsayer. Yeah, of course, they had a 5-2, and then, not sure, I don't know how much you want post out the Alchemist. It's kind of slow. Yeah, black market for village. That is definitely something you want to do. Um, Soothsayer for draw. Yes, I don't want to rely on my opponent for draw. Um, oh yeah, that is definitely true. Um, okay, yeah, I thought you meant Sooth is also for draw. That makes sense. So yeah, the Sooth, yeah, getting the Soothsayer money, I like that a lot. Um, so we'll see. Yeah, so actually they take a delve. So actually it seems is taking a lot of silver. Okay, yeah, so Cyber Lady got a Sir Destry. Um, so here, yeah, so they they got lucky here. So yeah, you can just take a Wandering Mistral here. That's probably your best move, because Black Market is really the only source of villages. They don't. They didn't go take the Wandering Mistral. Yeah, I think you need. Yes, Sir Destry could definitely power up Necromancer. Yeah, so I guess, yeah, that is certainly a fair point. I guess that is a trade-off there. Of course, both players can get a Necromancer. Um, so yeah, so wait, do they both have? Yeah, they're both going for Alchemist. Yeah, the Avanta, that's just Avanta from Black Market is just one of those cards that's underpowered. But it's still a nice draw, but I don't think you want. Yeah, I'm not going for anything that's good. Yeah, take those stables. So here I guess there just isn't much in the way. Yeah, so they go for Alliance. Um, yeah, a lot. Yeah, I don't really like it. Like Alliance at this point just provides too much junk. Um, we'll see. So Seer can be nice. Draw. I guess also Quarry is also nice because you can afford black market cards. I guess Counterfeit is also great since you need buys here. Like there aren't any of those. We'll see. Yes, Seer could definitely Exactly. Yes, counterfeit also helps a lot for trashing. So yeah, I think this year that's a fine choice. Probably would have gone for counterfeit. But really, I think they are both fine options. Um, Cyberlady. Oh, yeah, we're out of one. So they, yeah, go for another alchemist. That sounds pretty good. So it's just a question of, yeah, so yeah, so Cyberlady, Seer Destry was hit, so we'll see if the chariot raisers can ever be successful here. Cyberlady is short on actions here. So yeah, they go for. I guess I should look at. Lost track of what's in the trash. Okay, yeah. So there is a chariot raised in there, of course. So yeah. So now, Cyberlady is just taking alliances. So we'll see if their deck is capable of continuing and how long they can sustain it for. Um, yeah, I don't like alliance on this board. And right now, you're pretty good with just a province, I think. Yeah, and that necromancer that is not up that thing. That's would have remember. Yeah, so would have. Yeah, I think that's fair. Yep. Um. Okay. Yeah, I was. Oh yeah, yeah. Taking that. That's yeah. Acting. Yeah, that seemed right there. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. So I think. Yeah, she is going. I think they are behind. Yeah. So you take the giant. Really like the giant here. I think this might just be as like one of the situations where people overvalue attacks. And I guess here Etchi had the first successful, the first successful chariot race of the game. Yeah, so now Etchi is taking alliances themselves. So it's just a matter of are they able to catch up? I have a feeling they will. Okay, so you take the yeah, so it's alliance. So we'll see what actually is able to do. Um, yeah, I think I'm not really sure. Like, yeah, so they're just getting a goat herd. So, yeah, I think they both probably have they have unstable decks due to all that those alliances. Yeah, so I guess what you do right now is Cyberlady. Probably just take a stables. Yeah, I think that seems right. Although they both should have done some profits. They really just, neither of them should be in this position. I feel like this game could easily come down to like shuffles. Yeah, of course, Cyber is able to afford a. So, how much would it take for? So it would be. Oh, they want to erase. So yeah, it would be double alliance. So yeah, go for alliance. Um, yes, it failed. Not super surprised. Yeah, Cyber Lady won. I believe that was game 6. Yeah. So I think, yeah, they just both went for alliances early. Yeah, never saw the giant. Uh, yeah, yeah, I think that's really the main thing on this board. Um, anyway, thanks for watching.